Hi, I'm Sarah Jakes Roberts, and Hot Living asked me to give you 5 powerful tools for overcoming your fear and uncertainty. First of all, let's talk about it. Uncertainty is like a big old bully. It is the worst. Have you ever been at a restaurant, sat down, and they handed you a spiral of the menu, and now you're sitting there trying to figure out what you're going to eat for dinner? You talk about stress. I wish that was the only time we felt uncertainty, though, because the truth is that uncertainty shows up in our life in all different capacities. We don't know what we're going to do with this job. We don't know what we're going to do after this relationship. How do we handle grief? Uncertainty leaving school, uncertainty starting our business. It feels like uncertainty is all around us. And so I guess in retrospect, having to pick out what you want to eat at a restaurant would be beautiful if that was the least of your concerns. Here are my 5 powerful tools to help you. Number 1, recognition. Recognition is so important when facing uncertainty because sometimes you will find yourself out here trying to pretend like you aren't uncertain when you are. I want you to take a moment and embrace the fact that you are human. It is okay for you to be uncertain. It is expected for you to not have all the answers. But what you don't confront, you cannot change. That means that if you are uncertain, we have to first recognize that. I'm feeling uncertainty about what I should do next. Okay, let's dig into this a little bit more. What does next represent for you? Is it supposed to be acceleration or promotion, or is it just supposed to be another opportunity for you to become a better version of yourself? Let's dissect where that uncertainty is coming from and recognize that I may not ever come to a place of certainty, but what I can do is come to a place of trust that even the unexpected is going to produce a version of me that I could not have been unless I finally moved. Win or loss, failure or success, who I become in the process is more important than me staying stagnant in uncertainty. Number 2, reminders. This is not the first time you've been uncertain. Maybe it was something as trivial as the menu, but maybe it was something else, like when you were leaving middle school or you didn't know whether or not you should audition for the band. Uncertainty is a constant with us throughout every stage of our life. And yeah, look at you. You out here, you're surviving, you're doing the best that you can. You have faced uncertainty in the past and you've come out on the other side. Remember that you can survive this. You can make it through this uncertainty. You've got what it takes to face what is ahead of you and trust and believe you will not stay here forever. Did you hear me? You will not stay uncertain forever. You're going to make it through this. You're going to have breakthrough, and you are going to be surprised at how boss you are when it's all said and done. All right. Number 3, receive love. Have you ever beat yourself up for being uncertain? You should have it figured out by now. You should have all of the answers by now. You shouldn't be going through this. How could you be uncertain after all of that knowledge, all of those experiences? Guess what? I want you to dare to receive love even in your uncertain place. To ask yourself, what would it mean to love myself through this moment? Perfect love casts out fear. I'm one of those people who believes that if I can love myself through this, then I don't have to be afraid to face it. What would loving myself in uncertainty look like? Uncertain about my confidence, uncertain about my body. But me choosing to receive love says that I'm going to find something to love about where I am now. Receiving love is my opportunity to say, you know what? I may not have it all together, but at the end of the day, I am loving this journey that I am on because I trust that it is going to produce an even more excellent version of myself. Okay, the next one, rejuvenation. Okay, fear is hope and joy dying slowly. And the sucky thing about fear is that once it starts rolling, homegirl don't know when to stop, okay? She just keeps talking to us and telling us who we aren't and telling us who we are and telling us how we should never and could never. And fear just starts talking until hope starts shriveling and faith starts dying and joy is nowhere to be found. So the secret sauce that I like to use when I am trying to confront my fears and trying to overcome what is in front of me is I like to laugh. Okay, there is something about having joy and having levity and brevity in the midst of everything that is happening that reminds me that there is joy still present in uncertainty. And the craziest thing happens is because I can access joy, I start to feel strong. I start to feel like maybe, just maybe, I can make it through this. We've had some incredible losses, especially here over the last couple of years with the pandemic and life just taking a twist and a turn. And I've personally had loss recently, but there is something about having a laugh, about a memory in the middle of grief that makes you feel like I can make it through this. Uncertainty is trying to hold a funeral for your fear, for your faith. It's trying to hold a funeral for your faith. It's trying to hold a funeral for your hope and for your joy. I dare you to laugh in the face of fear and allow your faith, your hope, your joy to be rejuvenated. My last powerful tool for helping you to overcome fear in times of uncertainty is relax. Woosah, okay? The creativity and strategy for what you're experiencing is connected to you not being anxious. Don't rush yourself through this process. Relax. There is a way of escape from this moment. There is a way out of it, but you cannot find it if you're frantically trying to force yourself to not be uncertain. Relax. Know that it's going to come to an end. Know that one day it will be over. And then from the place of relaxing and trusting and even having joy, creativity is waiting to be released. I hope that helped you. Again, I'm Sarah Jakes Roberts, and this is for Hot Living.